hit record. So welcome, Truth Empire. It's our Monday morning huddle here, and I'm super excited because we have so many things going on this team, people trying different initiatives and lots of good stuff coming up. And we've got convention coming up on this weekend, so super excited about that too. And so many of you are going to be attending either live or via live stream like I am. So my typical question on a Monday morning, what are we looking for the end of our week here at Seacret, which ends tonight at midnight? So either unmute yourself or pop it in the comments. What are we looking for?
Is everybody active?
Yes, active.
Qualified.
Qualified.
See who's ready for rank advancement.
Absolutely. Active, qualified, who's close to rank advancing. Who do we need to reach down to help them get to that rank before volume drops today? Fantastic. You guys are on it. I love it. Okay, so today I just want to talk about a couple of things. So I've been really thinking about, we've got convention coming this coming weekend. And have you ever noticed when people get started at Seacret, that's when they're most excited, right? That's when they're most excited. That's when they're ready to go. That's when they're, ready to connect with their short lists of people that we help people put together. That's when they're ready to start diving into social media and they're excited, right? So I want you to think about this. How many of you think that it's too late to recruit someone and have them come to convention?
It's not.
It's not. It's absolutely not. And think about it this way. Having someone new in your business roll right into convention, what an amazing way to help them launch their business powerfully, right? Because we all know that coming out of convention, we've got a ton of new ideas. There's usually new promotions. We have this new feeling of being rejuvenated and fired up and ready to get into action. So what an amazing way to help people really launch their business powerfully. But sometimes, and I'm not talking about you guys, but sometimes we tell ourselves stories that it's too late, right? I've only got 5 days to recruit someone and get them to buy into coming to convention, right? And we tell ourselves these stories, and guess what happens when you tell yourself a story? Anybody?
Believe it.
You believe it, and then it becomes the truth, right? And it's like everything in our business. If we tell ourselves a story, then I can guarantee that that's what the outcome's going to be. I can guarantee beyond a shadow of a doubt, that's what the outcome's going to be, right? And I'm going to give you an example. I always have examples. I always like to use myself as an example. So I've got this guy on my social media. He's got a massive following, right? If you were to look at this guy's social media, you would think he doesn't need anything, right? He's got a lot going on. He's getting like thousands of comments on his posts. He's like all that. And I could tell myself a story that if I reach out to him, he doesn't need what I have. He's already got it all going on, right? So if I don't reach out, I'm never going to have an opportunity to have a chat with him and really find out. But if I tell myself this story that he doesn't need this, I'm likely not to reach out. So I reached out this morning to this guy. He actually inboxed me, which was kind of weird. And I thought, I'm just going to prospect him and see where this goes. So I call with him, no guarantees it's going to be a yes or no. But if I had told myself that I shouldn't interact with him, I would never have the opportunity to have the conversation, right? Just like if we tell ourselves, you know, so-and-so won't be interested in this, then you'll never have the conversation, you'll never know, right? And sometimes when we tell ourselves stories, we actually transmute that energy, right? And everything is energy, and everything really is energy. So when we're thinking about things and we're focusing on things, those are the things that come true. So today and this week, our focus is going to be on activity. Okay. The right activities to bring in new opportunity. That doesn't necessarily mean everybody's going to say yes, right? Not everyone's going to say yes. A lot of people are going to say no. Some people will say maybe. Some people are going to have to take a closer look if they're green. But our focus this week is on the right activities. So I'm going to throw it out to you guys, and I want you to tell me what you think the right activities are that you focus your dedicated blocks of time in this week. So what do you think they are?
Posting in groups and seeing if we can help somebody, or reaching out to people that we've already reached out to that we're thinking about it.
Fantastic. So reaching out to groups and, you know, connecting with new people. And I hear following up. So following up with the people that we've had conversations with before. Yep. Connecting with new people, following up.
Number one on my chicken list.
Thank you, Jenny. I was waiting for someone to say that, because yes, we're attraction marketers, right? Yes, we post on social media. Yes, we do all these things, but we all still have a chicken list. We do. Let's just call it like it is. We all have a chicken list. We all have people in our circle of influence who we haven't had a conversation with yet. And let me ask another question. Who are the fastest yeses? Are they the people that we meet in a group, or are they the people who we already have relationships with?
Already know.
Which are they?
Already
People
know.
you have relationships with already.
Absolutely, because we already have no like and trust with those people, right? And they may become a customer, they may become a recruit, they may be, you know, the fifth rejection you got from that person, but you'll never know until you ask, right? And rolling into this coming weekend, imagine if you could get a new agent started. Imagine if you could get a new agent started this week and have them come to convention with you and get really excited and take off in your business. So what I want to do this week, guys, is I know tomorrow we're going to be spending some time on how we're going to sort of operate this coming weekend at convention. We've got some ideas to keep it fun, to make it feel like we're all still together. We're going to be covering that tomorrow. But the rest of the week, we're going to be focusing on what are the right activities and actually doing them. Because my goal for you is for each and every one of you to have the confidence to talk to some people and invite. Talk to some people and invite. And through that invitation, we're going to find our next wave of team members. And what better way to get them started is to have them see convention. So take out your pens, take out a notepad, and I want you to write down one person that you've been avoiding calling. One person that you've been avoiding reaching out to on social media. One person. I have a massive list of those people. Still, I do. Because for me, It's easy to attract people on social media. It's fun. It's fun to do lives. It's fun to do short videos. It's fun to test things out. But I got a list of people I still haven't told about Seacret. And some of them may be ready because of the world we're living in today. As a matter of fact, when I used to live in the city I lived in before I moved to the country, there was a really nice restaurant. It was like the local pub, but it was really nice. It just shut down. I found out today because we're in our third lockdown. Like there's people needing what we have, and we don't know where people are at, right? So having that conversation about how are you doing? Where are you at? Where are things? Finding if there's an opening, a need, an opportunity, a clearing to talk about what we have and how we might serve people. You'll never know till you have those conversations. So does everyone have one person written down? Yeah. Now I want you to think, look at that person's name and who do you both know? Who's someone that person knows that you might know as well? We all got a person? We've all got two people? Yes? No one's looking at me because no one likes this exercise. Because you guys know what's coming, right? I'm going to push you this week. I want you to reach out to those people today. And I'm not talking about, sending them a link and being spammy. I'm talking about reaching out and saying, hey, how's it going? Having the conversation. What's going on in your life? How have you been? Is everything okay? What's happened over the last year? When you're curious, they're going to be curious about you. And they're going to ask the same things. And that's your opportunity to talk about what we have here in terms of learning new skills, learning a new skill set, right? Learning how to do online marketing as a backup plan, as a plan B. And it's not about being salesy or pushy or anything like that. It's about truly potentially helping someone like skill up so that they can protect themselves and their families for the rest of their lives. But being curious, no one will ever fault you for being curious about how someone's doing. So with that being said, that's your homework today, is to call some people. Call those two people. Message them, text them. Hey, would love to reconnect with you. See how you're doing. What's going on in your life? How have you been? Recreate that relationship. And wait till they ask you. Wait till they ask you. They're going to ask you what you've been up to. Because I think sometimes, even on social media, it's easy to sit back, right? It's easy to do our posts and do our videos and kind of sit back and wait. But I'm going to tell you that there's still work to be done after that, especially when you're relatively new on social media and you haven't created enough influence yet. See, in order for someone to reach out to you and say, hey, Carla, I'm ready to join your team. Or, hey, Angela, I'm ready to buy that product. You've got to have influence over that person, which means know, like, and trust, right? That process takes time. You just can't show up with some posts and expect people are going to be reaching out in droves saying, I want to buy that. I want to join. I want to join. They're going to be curious. They're going to be watching. And they're going to sit back and they're going to take their own time watching. But it's up to us to be really proactive, right? Saying, hey, thanks for the comments. Thanks for following me. Thanks, supporting my posts. Would love to hop on a Zoom call with you and get to know you more. Get to know you more, get to have a conversation, get to know who you really are. And it's not in that first conversation on social media that you're likely to recruit someone. It might be in the second and the third and the fourth. I have people have been following me for months who I had a conversation with months ago on Zoom. They're still commenting. They comment on all my stories. They're watching. And one of these days, they're going to be ready. They know what I do. I showed them Seacret. They just weren't ready. But in time, they will be, right? So we have to be proactive. We have to reach out. We have to get on Zooms. The only reason, and I want you to really grab this, the only reason we are on social media is to get people on Zoom calls with us. That's it. Unless you're running paid advertising with a great big budget and you're really, really good at it, the only reason we are posting is to get people on Zoom calls with us so we can have conversations, so we can create relationships, because that's going to expedite the process, right? That's going to create the relationship way faster. So it's those activities, guys, I really want you to focus on this week. Set your intention that you will connect with people. You will show people the presentation. Now, it's out of your control whether they say yes or no, right? Some may say yes, some may say no, some may say they're not ready. That's okay. But that's your focus this week. Trish, did you want to add anything to that?
I love it, Ruth. I love all of it. I think that's the thing. We just need to get out of our way and decide, are we ready to do this? Like Ruth said, start contacting those people. Because at the end of the day, it's this activity that's going to get you where you want to go. That's it. Like, it's this activity. And here's the thing, you can be writing the best posts, you can be showing up every single day, but if you're not also doing the reach out, you're still not going to get those appointments, because you need to be doing that activity. So you've got to be focusing, just like Ruth said, on getting those Zoom set up every day, because that at the end is our goal, right? How many can we have set up every single day? How many people can we be talking to? Because that's where you're going to find your people, is in those conversations. So yeah, I'm excited.
And I'll tell you guys, in time, if you stay really consistent with your social media, if you really show up, and you're going to get better and better over time, right? The more we do, the better we get at things. Eventually, you will get to the place where people are reaching out and wanting to book with you and wanting to sign up and all of that. I've seen it, right? Yeah. But between now and then, we have to insert ourselves a little bit and invite to connect with people on a more personal level, whether it's a phone call or Zoom or something like that. So I'm gonna wrap it up for today. We have 10 minutes left. And what I want you to do in the next 10 minutes is reach out to someone. And your goal is to reconnect, have a conversation, recreate that relationship, and have the opportunity to potentially invite them to take a look at what we have. Sound good, guys? No one looks real happy. I'm getting a few thumbs up, and I'm telling you, this is what's going to move the needle for you, okay? So we will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place, and we'll be talking about how we're going to work through convention as a group in total. So we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.